This video, you're going to learn why you want to detach your emotions from food. But first off, if you're new here, welcome to the channel. My name is Cody, and I help men to build the confidence, the aesthetic physique, and the masculine strength to become the best version of themselves. And in this video, we're talking about why you must detach your emotions from eating. A big problem nowadays is that eating has become emotional. Most people that you see on a daily basis are eating based out of emotion. They're eating what they feel. So they're eating based off of the foods that they feel they want. They're choosing to eat at times when they feel like they need to eat. And when we're choosing to eat and we're choosing foods based off of how we feel, that's a big problem, because the primal body, the primal part of us, wants us to eat food that gives us quick energy. Our primal instincts are set up in a way where when we have fast, sugary food, it makes us want to eat up all this fast, sugary food, because our primal instincts are wired to get us to eat as much as possible when food is available. And this comes back to the old days when we were, say, cavemen, we were plains people on the savannah, and when we would get a kill, we would eat. The people would overeat to the degree of getting to the point where they literally can't eat any more food. And the reason is they don't know the next time that they're going to be able to eat. They don't know the next time food's going to be available in such a high resourceful supply that they're going to be able to eat again. So they're eating as much as possible because that's the brain. The primal parts of the brain are set up to get us to eat as much as possible. This is based out of survival. And nowadays we have these same parts of us in our brain that are seeking this state of survival to keep us alive, but no longer are we in this state of scarcity where we don't know when we're going to eat again, because literally you have food available to you at any time. You can literally order food from the internet and it's going to show up at your door. No longer is food scarce, but yet people are still living and they're still acting based out of this scarcity mindset. And when we allow our feelings to then determine how we eat, then we're in a place where we're no longer eating based off of our goals or whether or not we're actually hungry, but we're eating based off of our emotions. We're eating based off of the way that we feel. So what you want to do is to detach your emotions from your eating, because food has become the most natural painkiller. People are using food to cope with stress. People are using food to cope with anxiety, with emotional pain. And we're using food now as a painkiller rather than as a nutritious supply of fuel. And when we're using food as a way of masking our negative feelings or our stresses, our anxiety, when people are eating based off of their feelings, then they're set up to fail. And look all around you, you can see all kinds of depressed, unhappy, unhealthy people walking around constantly eating more food. We have diabetes all over the place, a disease, type 2 diabetes, that is strictly caused from food. And what's the solution? Well, you go to the doctor, they're going to give you some medications. They're going to give you insulin. They're going to give you pills, but they're not going to tell you to change your eating. Isn't that great? So no longer are we actually fixing the root of the problem, but we're giving people drugs. We're selling people insulin, and that's not fixing the problem. That's actually making it worse, because now these overweight people that have diabetes can just now eat the sugar, eat the carbohydrates, and just raise their insulin so they can get fatter and fatter and fatter. So instead of actually fixing the problem, we're just making people fatter. We're making people sadder. We're making people unhealthier. So if we can detach your emotions from food, that gives you power, because no longer are you at the whims of your emotions. No longer do you need to use food to feel good. because so many people are walking around feeling empty. They're feeling stressed, and they're trying to fill themselves up and make themselves feel complete by eating shitty food. They're filling themselves up with shitty food to try to feel good, to feel whole, to feel enough. And that's a disease. We're in a place where mental illness and physical illness are so rampant that it's an epidemic. And we're not trying to fix the problem here. I mean, when I say we're not trying to fix the problem, I'm trying to fix the problem, but the government, institutions, authorities out there aren't trying to fix the problem. That's a big problem because of lobbyists, because of the corporations, and because of greed. Want to keep people sick. They want to keep people unhealthy, and they want to keep them in a state of depression and fear because that keeps them controlled. But if you can detach your emotions from food, that brings the power back to you. That gives you the power to be able to choose what you're going to eat, when you're going to eat. That gives you the power to be able to take control over yourself. And when you can lead yourself and you can make your decisions based off of your goals, and you can stay disciplined rather than allowing your feelings or your emotions to pull you off kilter and to pull you away from your goals. When you can ignore your feelings, when you can ignore your emotions, and you can stick to your plan, and you can eat based off of your goals, and you can stay disciplined even when you don't feel like it, that's going to give you power. So detach your emotions from eating. Detach your emotions and detach your feelings from food. When you do that, it gives you power. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Accept any of the discomfort that may come from being hungry. It's just a hunger. It's a feeling. It's a neurotransmitter. Hunger is a feeling. We can ignore it. Just because you're hungry doesn't mean that your arms automatically start grabbing food and shoving it in your face. That's not how this game works. When you're hungry, you actually have to take actions and take steps to go get food, put it in your mouth, swallow it. And food is so readily available now that it's so easy to just go grab something at the first instant that you feel hungry. Well, I'm going to tell you right now that you should get comfortable feeling uncomfortable and be willing to delay gratification, to start to notice when you are hungry and just ignore it. Maybe you choose to drink water and chug a bunch of water, because many of the times when you might be feeling hungry, you're actually just thirsty. You're actually just thirsty. You're not even hungry to begin with, but because you have this sensation in your belly, you automatically go to thinking that you're hungry. Most times it's not, because if that was the case, you'd look around and you see a lot more skinny people than we actually have. So more on this later. Detach your emotions from your eating. Detach your feelings from your food. That's going to give you power. That's going to be what allows you to take the right action, to hit your goals, and to become successful. If you like the video, hit the like button, comment, and subscribe. If you're looking for coaching, look in the description. You can find a link there. Keep on the lookout for my men's aesthetic transformation program coming out very soon. And if you're looking for me, you can email me at cody@primalrx.com. And I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.